Hi, my name is Dasun, and I want to talk about how Merlo can help you with keeping track of certain things in your business. Funny thing is, every startup business I've actually spoken to since coming into this industry maintains a set of Excel files to keep track of certain things like insurance renewals, valuations, and compliances, and stuff like that. And most of the time, these are the things they offload to either an admin support staff or it's within the business or someone outside the business. They just pay them 10, 15 bucks an hour. That's one of the jobs that they have to do. So today, actually, I want to talk about 5 things Merlo will keep track of in your business that you don't even have to worry about it anymore. It makes sure that it'll always come and let you know if something's needs to be actioned. So these are things that hidden things the Merlo do that we also forget about it. We forget about them when we're doing a demo as well. Recently, I did a demo, and the client asked me, and I'm like, actually, this is the list. There's quite a few things we keep track of day to day to help you with it, and you no longer have to maintain those multiple Excel files and things like that. As far as we can connect to your system, or let's say you keep a list in SharePoint, we can actually connect, refer to, and Merlo will keep track of it. And depending on what it is, we can actually go and organize those things for you as well, get them renewed, get them checked, and stuff like that. So let's jump into it. First thing is the insurance renewal. So insurance renewal is one of the key processes within a Strata business. So one of the jobs that Merlo does in the background is keep track of all your insurance renewals. So if an insurance is coming up for renewal, let's say the next quarter, first day of each quarter, Merlo actually checks if the insurance needs to be renewed and organized. And if that requires renewal in the next quarter, upcoming quarter, Merlo will come and let the Strata manager know, or whoever the team member know. Actually, depending on the system, we actually test different ways. It'll come generally by default. It'll come to the Strata manager and tell you, "Hey, Mr. Strata manager, this policy is expiring, and please make sure you organize that." And also, one of the things it does is actually generate an email and send it to the Strata manager or whoever looks after that. I think we send it to ASM as well, the assistant Strata manager, as well as a Strata manager. So you always have track of what's happening, what's coming up, and you can actually do it. The other one is the valuation. So valuation goes hand in hand with insurance renewals. Let's say you have a valuation that's coming up for renewal or expiring. So in New South Wales, let's say you have valuations that's complete in 3 years, and Merlo will also check those things. It's very configurable. You can actually say like maybe 6 months prior to this valuation matures, or either complete 3 years or 5 years or has an end date, come and let me know. So the Merlo will come and remind you. And also one of the things Merlo does is when it's actually checked for insurance renewals, it also look if the valuation is expiring or completing the 3 years, 5 years, or whatever that period we set up. To your business comes and tell you, hey, your insurance is renewed on this date, but please make sure that your valuation is, please note that your valuation is also expiring. So valuation is the other one that it does. The other main thing that we keep track of is upcoming AGMs. So if you have an AGM coming up in the next quarter, Merlo also keep track of those AGMs for you. So what it does is it actually start helping you with drafting emails. We have an AGM add-on that we introduce into Merlo, so you can actually go and it'll go ahead and tell you, look, you have AGMs coming up for this one. Here I have created the incoming invitation email to send out to get your motions, emails to share the committee nominations, the proxy forms, the last year's AGM minutes, and all those things. Merlo will do it for you. You never ever have to manually go and create them for you. And also one more thing, if you're actually running a hybrid or an online meeting, Merlo will go and create that Zoom meeting or Teams meeting for your company. And if you're using a platform, if you use your platform to send out the AGM invites and things like that, Merlo will still go and create it and send you the link. Send the link back to you, so you can go and insert that information into your Strata system, and you don't have to manually go and do that additional step of scheduling the email. So that's one of the other things that Merlo does. The next one Merlo keeps track of is your work orders and quotations. So let's say you have work orders and quotations that's up for completion or overdue or something like that. Merlo will actually keep track of that and come and let you know. So it also has the ability to go one step further and start sending those email notifications. Also, if you have the email agent in your business as well, Merlo Teams agent will go and tell the email agent, hey, can you send these emails to these guys and follow them up and let me know where's the project's at. Where's the work order is at, when it's due to computer and why it's overdue, and can you please submit the quotation, because if the quotation is close date is coming getting closer and you still haven't received a quote, Merlo will just that as well, do that follow-up. So certain systems, I know these features are there, but if your system doesn't have it, because I know several systems who does not do that, Merlo will actually do it for you. So you don't have to do all those reminders and stuff like that. Merlo will do it for you. These are things organizations again send it to your assistants or anything like that. And if you are a single Strata manager running your operation, these are distractions that you can get Merlo to do. So that's I think we covered 4 things. So that's the 4th one. The other one is your fire safety. So if you want to do the fire safety checks and things like that, if they're coming up for renewal, these are the other things that Merlo do. Merlo will also go and check if you have received the invitation to go and do a fire safety request to do the fire safety check. And if you haven't received that, it'll actually go and tell the Strata manager as well, hey, this is coming up for an inspection. Can we please make sure that we have these things in place and things like that. So all those things. The other thing that Merlo can do is your lift registration, pool registrations, other compliance checks that Merlo can do without you having to keep track of. So here's one of the smallest things that Merlo can do for you in your organization. And these are distractions for a Strata manager when you're running an efficient operation. So instead of you having to pay someone $10-15 from Philippines and do a average job, you can actually have Merlo keep track of all those things. And you can always, if you actually want to know more, you can go and ask Merlo, hey, can you give me a list of AGMs coming up in the next quarter or coming up in the next 6 months, 12 months? Can you tell me what are the insurances expiring in next month, 6 months, 7 months, or however you want to do? You can do all that things and Merlo will give you the list straight away, or if you want it in an Excel document or things like that, Merlo can do that for you as well. So that's the power of Merlo. That's the hidden power of Merlo, that how it can help you with your day-to-day operation, running your Strata operation. So if you like what you just heard, I'd love to show you how Merlo really works. Please go into our website merlo.ai and sign up for a demo. And I'd love to show you these things as well as what else it can do for your business and how you can reduce the workload and run a very efficient operation. I hope you find that helpful. Please don't forget to leave a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comments area. Otherwise, I'll see you at the demo. Bye bye.